Welcome to Moments of Recharge. Hey, I'm here with Daniel Hourigan Sr. from Steve's Roadside. Daniel, how are you, sir? Hey, this is a special Moments of Recharge because we got a whole lot going on. Daniel graced me with some special footage on this particular episode. Matter of fact, when I got here, Daniel was out back creating some special boxes for the fleet of vehicles that Steve Roadside has, and you'll get a chance to see some of this footage as well. So just stay tuned. We'll show you what Daniel's up to when he's not out there selling all the batteries out here in Toms River, New Jersey. He doesn't take any breaks. I don't know how this man does it, but he seems to just go from one project to the next, and he's actually good at them all. Can you believe that? Anyway, Daniel, man, thank you for being here with this interview for Moments of Recharge. And you know, how long have you been doing battery service, man?
I've been doing battery service for about a year,
okay,
year and a couple months now.
Wow. So you're kind of a rookie, but
definitely a rookie, but
tenured at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. That's good stuff. You know, speaking of that, before we go any further, hey, I just wanted to take a second. You know, Daniel also, this is a good day because Daniel, we've also been able to verify Daniel's pro status. Remember, there's a difference between a battery service technician and a battery service technician professional. So we do have something for that pro status. If you think that you're a pro, matter of fact, if you haven't listened to what it means to be a battery service technician professional, there is a link in the description. Just make sure that you click on that link and I'll give you the whole rundown on what it means to be a battery service technician professional. But here's why you should do it. Mr. Daniel is going to walk away with a $25 gift card. Hey, man. I know it's just a little bit to get you a couple cups of coffee. It's not much, but thank you for what you're out there doing. This is really where it's at. You want to be in that pro status. You know, I know that there's plenty of pros out there, and we will help get those that are not pros that want to become pros. We'll help get you to that level. But I do understand that we already have quite a few professionals out there. So I just want to recognize you. I want to make sure that it is known at your facility, that it is known throughout AAA, that you are the professional that represents the club each and every day out there servicing the members and keeping them on the go. So let's get back to this interview, though. How do you feel about battery service, Daniel?
You know, I think battery service, everyone needs it. You know, so why not me go out there and help them out?
Right, it's good stuff. So, you know, you have a cool, calm, and collective demeanor. You know, you're back there making the battery boxes without breaking a sweat. You come out here and show me all the display. I'm sure you'll probably go sell a battery soon after this and not break a sweat either. But it appears to me, Daniel, that you don't let anything fluster you. I mean, we were able to have a conversation with your wife as well, and congratulations to y'all. You've been married 27 years?
Yes.
27 years. But so just talk to us about that. I'm sure that you've dealt with members that were irate, and at the end of it all, it turned into a battery cell, and the member was on the go, and they were no longer in a dissatisfied situation. They were totally satisfied, right?
Yep.
So how has that happened?
You know, when you go to a situation, I always take it that, you know, wherever I'm going, you know, somebody's distressed in some way. They might not show it. They're feeling it inside.
Sure.
So I always try to break the ice. And if it's somebody that's actually irate, maybe we're late, you know, we didn't get there in the time frame that they expected us there.
Right.
You know, I try to let them know, look, I'm sorry, you know, and you keep talking to them and let them know you're sincere with not only what you're doing, but, you know, that you're sincere about them being upset, you know, that you couldn't be there. You know, and majority of the times, you know, you do calm them down. They do accept, you know, you might not sell every battery to that you know, to the people that are like that.
Yeah.
But I found it to be when I do calm them down and we do start having conversations and the ice is broken, that, you know, I do sell the chances there, you know, it happened.
So empathy goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
Awesome,
Yes, it does.
awesome. That is good stuff. Y'all hear that? Empathy goes a long way. You're not going to get them all, but you will get a lot of them.
That's
and
right.
Let me tell you, Daniel gets a lot of them. You're going to see his stats too. Matter of fact, can I show them your stats? Are you all right with that?
No problem.
I'm telling you, this man puts up the numbers as well. So you'll see the green that Daniel is in as far as his performance related to. All right, Daniel, what do you do outside of club sponsor training? I know Harry was here yesterday and he conducted battery cells solutions class, and you guys also had warranty class as well, right?
Correct.
That was good stuff. So, but what else do you do outside of club sponsor training to sharpen your skills? I mean, you're putting up the numbers, man. You have to do something.
Yeah, you know what I do is I tend to have conversations with other drivers that whether they're doing well or they're not doing well, they're doing something right because they are selling some batteries.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I have conversations or I listen to other drivers when they're having conversations, and I pick up on a little technique that maybe I'm not doing, and I try it.
Awesome.
You know, and then I try to expand that technique, and then I try to actually also give it back to, you know, our drivers here at Steve's Roadside.
Got it.
You know, so.
And that says a lot. Now, you hear this? Daniel said that and I'm telling you, he's already a professional, he's an expert at what he does, but he still takes time out to view what his peers are doing, and maybe he'll pick up a tip or a trick. You never know what you'll learn from someone else. Even if you are the best, it seems like you're never willing to so what has been the tool or resource that has helped you advance the most as a battery service technician professional?
I think the resources has been, I've always been out there as a volunteer. I was a firefighter for 25 years.
Okay.
You know, so I'm always doing things for other people.
Okay.
You know, so I want to help these people that are having battery problems. You know, sometimes you have conversations and you listen to people. Mm-hmm. I'm a big listener. You know, okay. So even when I'm out there and you have a customer, you know what? They might have had the worst day or the worst week or the worst month of their life.
Okay.
And they just need to talk. You know,
gotcha.
So I listen.
Okay.
You know, so I let them talk, let them, you know, say what they have to say, mm-hmm. you know, without making it a rush job. Like, I'm just here to get that battery done and out the door.
Wow.
You know what? Because I want them to want us to come back.
Right.
You know, whether it be for a battery or whether it be for a tire, I want them to call and, you know, bring us back to them. So then when they see us, they're happy.
Got it.
You know, you don't have to break that ice no more. When you get out of the truck, they're already knowing they're getting somebody that's experienced.
Got it.
What they're doing.
Now, I would imagine that. So listening goes a long way, and listening for you is a tool. That's an interesting concept. But how does that work when you have calls stacked up? So there are times where there's, you know, you arrive on scene, and as soon as you get out of your vehicle, it's ringing again, and you got 4 or 5 more calls. How do you manage that? How do you manage being able to not let the member feel rushed, but at the same time you're listening, you're practicing and deploying your tool of listening, so that you can build that rapport, but at the same time, you know you got calls holding.
That's right. Well, you know, you work on your techniques and understand your vehicles that you're going to. So you know how you're going to have to, you know, get that battery out. It's not going to be a guessing game.
Got
you know
it.
what I'm saying? So if you know what you're doing and you could actually listen and still work, you know, and get that done, knowing you got to get to that next call and also satisfying that customer.
Gotcha.
You know, I think the two kind of go together. And if you have to slow down just a little bit and apologize when you get to the next call, you know what? As long as all your customers at the end of the day were happy and fulfilled with what you did,
sure.
Then I think you did. You know, you did a good job at it.
So Daniel, would it be safe to say that being prepared goes a long way?
Definitely.
Into being able to listen to the member and have that time and space to be able to have your calls holding and know that you need to move speedily to get to those calls as well.
Yep.
And you know what? I don't think Daniel is just saying this. I believe that this man lives this, because remember, when I got here, he was building boxes for the fleet of vehicles that are out here. So he's all about organization, right? All about being prepared. If you're prepared, you know where your stuff is at the time that you get out of your vehicle. You know where your impact gun is. You know where your batteries are. You know where your tools are. You know, it really helps, and it goes a long way.
Definitely. And have the right equipment.
Sure.
You know, don't try too Jimmy stuff. Don't, you know, have the right equipment. If you need it, you know, ask your, you know, whoever it is that runs your, you know, group. You know, ask if you could borrow a tool, or ask if you can, you know, if you can get one for you, whatever it would be. But make sure you have the right equipment when you get there, so you're not trying to figure out how to do something with something that you don't have.
Got it. Makes sense. So being that, Daniel, you're one of our top technician professionals out there. I mean, you really are doing it for us in a really big way. Your quality is high. Your testing is high. I think you put up 100% for the month of January?
Yes.
100% testing. Don't you guys tell me that it can't be done. And this man is not cheating at all. He's just going out there and getting it done. So 100% testing. You're really high with your conversion. You're really high with your field conversion. I would imagine that, you know, what words of wisdom does Daniel have to impart to your colleagues out there that are doing battery service as well?
Is never give up on learning and listening. You know, I'm a big person for learning, listening, taking the techniques that I've learned, expanding on them from other people, and don't give up on the customer, because as soon as you get out of the truck, he's like, yeah, I'm taking it to my neighbor. He's going to put a battery in it. Can you just give me a jump? Talk to him, you know, let him know, like, look, let me do a test. At least I can let you know where you stand with your battery. And if you get that opportunity, that's when you need to talk to the person.
Wow.
And by the time you get done with that test, that's when your sale is going to be done. You know, because you've talked to him, you've let him know, you gave him the warranty information, you gave him everything about what AAA can give to him on the purchase of that battery. And I'd say probably 9 times out of 10, that battery will be sold even when they said they were going somewhere else. Wow. As long as you're open with them, let them know what AAA has to offer them, you know, with that battery sale.
Awesome. So, hey, Daniel, thank you for your time, man. Hey, and just to let you know, Daniel is also a police officer in the area. So if you come through here, you better follow the speed limit. But this man, I'm telling you, he has a heart of service. He has a heart of helping people and really going out there and making it happen for folks. So Daniel, thank you again for what you're out there doing, man. Really appreciate it for what you're doing in AAA land and in law enforcement land. I mean, this man is the man. So, hey, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you again for tuning in to Moment to Recharge, and we'll see who's next. Who's the next professional that we're going to interview? Is it you?
On the new one, I have like it built where a ramp with a jump box actually slides in on an angle, and then right next to it here is where the sockets go.
Okay.
You slide in, and then the jack is actually, you know, it sits on the floor, but it rolls up inside.
Right.
So we have that little bump stop there. Gas can fits perfectly right in that spot, so there's no movement to the gas can. Their tools go there. All these things are right here. That's the compressor. Then you have that for the inverter, for charging stuff, and then you got lights inside and up on top, you know, for the box. And then you can read your pressures.
That's awesome.
You know, here. So, and the next thing we're actually getting ready to do is hooking wires to these. We're going to put side scene lights on.
Okay, gotcha.
So we can actually work, you know, alongside a car. Tucked away under there, and that's the inverter, which is for the battery charger for the impact gun, and it also has the jump pack actually plugs into it as well. So.
And gotcha, just to make a special note, I know you guys are going to pick up on this. The gas can does not go there. There is a spot for it in the back that Daniel did mention.
This goes right here. Why they didn't put it back here, but it goes right here.
Right. Look at that.
There,
Boom.
Nice.